How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Yeah, we're back. Last episode we finished up chapter 5. I'm still a little shook about that, mainly because I'm recording this on the same day, but no matter. I'm here to record some more Danganronpa 2. Things are heating up. The countdown has finally reached 0 and only 5 students remain. What does chapter 6 bring us? I wonder. Without any further ado, let's go. Also, I don't know how many episodes the investigation of chapter 6 is gonna bring. If it brings 2, I'll record the two together and separate them again, or maybe not. I don't know. Thing is, I'm gonna try to end this game today. Let's see if I can do it. Here we go. Chapter 0. Heading to the school trip. Alright then. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent. Okay. Detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. Oh! Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? It's Nagito. Ships? Oh, that's right, that's it. So this is a ship. What the fuck is this? Where am I? Why is this chapter 0, huh? I don't get it. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, that friendly smile, but under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. Yeah, that's him, alright. In a sensible way, of course. Sure. Pissed at you. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. What? Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Kamaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that, yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? So that's your talent then. What a boring talent. Oh, why did I... Oh, it exited the game. Damn it. It's a still image, so it doesn't really affect it, but Jesus, I was just trying to wipe the dust off my keyboard. It's incredibly dusty. I have to clean it later. Boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. For someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope Speak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? But that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? Oh, boring. Sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, the world has come to a deadlock. The world has stopped evolving. Oh, boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do now that you've ended up like this? There's nothing you can do, right? So, using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. That person? Are you talking about ultimate despair? I don't like where this is going. How? I mean, they're already... Have it with me. contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. That hand. I have seen that hand before. And will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time, the person I hate so much? Neat. Explain your hand. Ah, this. The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Not just any woman's hand. Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all, but even now it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. So that is her hand. She's dead. See, so you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know. Because she's my sworn enemy, because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh, that's strange. Huh? Oh, that's the same thing Mikan was doing in Class Trial 3! Look out the window, we're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? And that was the end of Chapter 0. Okay. There's a lot to process here, but we cannot determine anything until we play through Chapter 6, and it's gonna explain everything. Huh? What is this? Oh! It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? We're back to Hajime, so I suppose this is the beginning of Chapter 6. Where am I supposed to go? It's just like the beginning of the game as well. This is exactly like the beginning of the game as well. Huh? I know this place. And I think most of you do too. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? Even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. When we were all gathered in that classroom, just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. Where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? The monitors are the same too. Look! Oh my god, it's back! Wow.
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system.
We're back to Danganronpa 1. Damn it!
Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
Wow.
Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Wow. Graduation exam. Huh? Did you say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, welcome to Hope Speak Academy. But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Holy shit, is everything alright? I need to be recording this, this is important. Yes, it is. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, there's a hidden Monokuma here. Gotcha, sucker.
No.
Yeah, these hidden Monokumas are gonna be fun to capture because you only have one chance to capture most of them. So this time, I'm not gonna left anything to chance. Anyways, let's leave here. It has the iron plates and everything. That's crazy. Old building, first floor. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. Oh, sorry about that. My phone vibrated. I need to check it really quickly. Just like I thought, it's nothing. Okay then. Alrighty then, let's go. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle. It's just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma's set to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and definitely clear things up. Oh my god, we are back! Despair Hotel? Let me in, Makoto and the others are in there! Okay, we're back in Danganronpa 1. That's cool, I guess. Oh, the class trial room! And everything is still closed. The AV room, even the school store, and the exit. What the hell is happening? The nurse's office where Ifumi appeared dead? Holy shit, even the stairs are blocked. Well, let's go to the gym, I guess. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I brace myself and cautiously open the door. These transitions are freaking me out. Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. This is weird and is creeping me out. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. Here we go. It's the gym. It literally is Danganronpa 1. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement and came here too. You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said that this place was a Hope's Peak Academy or something? That cannot be possible. Well, you're right, any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why, you.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? What a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it? Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that? I don't believe it. Oh, Minimaru's still here. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserve to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy, and you don't even feel nostalgic or surprised.
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Damn right I am. I mean, this game, I think it came out, what, 3 or 4 years after the first Danganronpa? So people were like, yo, we can go to Hope's Peak Academy in this one too? That's awesome. And it is. Someone. Enough with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey.
What do you mean made?
what's this?
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something again, aren't you?
No way.
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. Finishing up a water bottle, placing it down, picking up another full water bottle from the ground, placing it on the table, continuing. It's just a simple graduation exam. Then what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Master, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
Are you sure?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay on the outside world.
So...
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right.
I'm feeling a deja vu. Makoto and the others said the same. This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. The what? The what? Main cast?
Hey.
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. Is that person who I think it is? So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you will need for your research throughout Hopespeak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So, please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with these cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey.
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Hopespeak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hopespeak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hopespeak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hopespeak Academy? Is it really Hopespeak Academy? Is it really? This is the Hopespeak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hopespeak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. That's what you're thinking, just stop it. Hey, we saw you with a very peculiar hand on Chapter 0. What happened to it? Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hopespeak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just let me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey.
So what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Though Chiaki and Manami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we were tricked by Monokuma. However, to be fair, the one who called the World Ender as Future Foundation was Mikan, right? Yep. However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Manami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No. Even her just being with us would have been a big help. I know, right? So what should we do now?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna do it!
Prepare yourself.
Let's go.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn something about Hope Speak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? That's the case. Let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope Speak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive this just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. We should already know that we never choose to stay on this island.
Hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? What are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now. Whoa. Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However...
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange lives with each other.
Alright!
So we shouldn't do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez.
Kane already took off on her own. Might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Oh, then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. Those brief words before Yuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be helpful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia! Please don't leave me! I'll be in danger if I'm left alone! Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward that hope, even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Let's hear it again. Let's hear Kill Command again. I'm gonna put this a little louder. Come on. Let's go. Okay, I knew you were here, by the way.
I knew you could do it.
That's 2 out of 5. Woo, boy, this song is awesome. Let's go. Oh man, old building 5th floor. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this what Akuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Dude, what the fuck is this? This is supposed to be the 5th floor, right? And yeah, 5A, 5B, 5C should be around that corner. The dojo, the garden. What the fuck? This hallway, there is a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? What the fuck? The screen is going crazy! 5C is also blocked. Well, good thing, otherwise we'd have to see the horrible scenery. Alright, so... the garden is also closed. What? Alright then. Now that I've played Danganronpa 1, this makes so much more sense. By the way, I'm gonna give my pet a present because he deserves it now, right? He deserves it. Ah, cute chibi me. Anyways. 5C, where the bloody everything was. What the fuck? The biolab is still locked. What is happening? Alright, let's just stop freaking out. There's only one place that's unlocked in this place, and that's the dojo. Let's go. This is weird. It's weird playing on this thing again. I thought we were done with Hope Speak Academy. Makoto suffered enough. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. I noticed you immediately. Cherry blossom tree, huh? This cherry tree is in full blossom. Maybe a tasteful sight to see a blooming cherry tree inside a dojo. But in this situation, it just looks bizarre. If this was Danganronpa 1, I'd already have a monopine. Anyways, this book... What is this? Is this a manga? The title is... Manga for Morons, The History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma? What the fuck? Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history first, class!
Hey!
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. Do it. Do we have truth bullets already? No, we can't even see the map. Weird. Alright. What the fuck is this? I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students... yes, I am doing that voice, alright? Shut up. The new students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. Oh. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research and talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Right. That makes sense. That way they would receive more money if everyone was trying to get into Hope's Peak. Right? Yeah. It makes sense. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy is now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talents. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. What? Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. If it's made by Monokuma, I wouldn't be surprised. Why did I just spill water all over my desk? Thankfully, it didn't reach the computer. How did it even get out of the bottle? That's no question for me right now. I should be focused on chapter 6. So, plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of the manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, these names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happen, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but it would just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something about because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget you were a part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. If you saying it's my fault I forgot, that's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student. You bitch. Damn it, what the heck? Anyways, Reserve Department has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright, the dojo has been completed, but we're still in the 5th floor, huh? Interesting. I'm guessing the biolab is unlocked. Hey, Kazuichi.
What's going on?
This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced on for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. Don't forget, by now the countdown has ended. And we have truth bullets, so that means another class trial is approaching. So the biolab is not available. Goody. So what is? Oh, classroom 5A. Another book. Come the fuck on. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. And this one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy, huh? Wasn't the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Hope Speak Academy went bankrupt, and it was a trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Burps time! There we go. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written in here is, as the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy occurred at Hope Speak. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru Kamakura? I feel like I've heard that name before. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. I'm doing the voice for that detective guy with the gun. I don't even know if it's a detective, but kinda looks like Jin Kirigiri, doesn't he? Anyway, Hope Speak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. Oh god. That title seems to surge a lot these days. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Oh, because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope Speak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. Okay, I was just thinking about something. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of reserve corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Hope Speak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Yeah, the one we learned in Danganronpa 1. Or it cited Danganronpa 0. Huh? Really? They cited Danganronpa 0? That's crazy! I still have to read that fucking novel! The heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope Speak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope... Oh! I skipped text because I pressed the circle button instead of the jump and press the circle. No. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department! Here it said the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? That's not possible. There's no way, I have no reason to do something like that. Alright, Tragedy of Hope Speak. Or anyway, I've learned about the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. And this is what I always loved about like finales of games like these. And we're still on the 5th floor. I'm pretty sure now I can go to the biolab. It just makes sense. I would fucking laugh if the last room we had to visit was 5C and it was exactly the same. No, here it is, biolab. Alright, let's just see my pet. We're gonna take a lot of steps in this one, so let's just save in the meantime because I don't know if this is working. Yes, it is. Oh my god. What? But I hate this sometimes. Anyways. I am going at 200 miles per hour right now. Oh, I see you, bitch. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. Last time we were only able to access the biolab as well as in chapter 6. And that's what led us to conclude the mastermind's flaw. That was awesome. It's like I'm in a freeze or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry and investigate so I can get out of here already. Before that, hello. You thought I didn't see you, right?
I've been found.
Right, 2 more to go. What the fuck? There's another manga just lying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history? Alright, here we go. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. Sorry, the burps. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. You are wrong, Hajime. You are so wrong. Oh, that's Nagito's background. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the reserve corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest, but as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the area was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. Holy shit! The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. Can you imagine? You were having lunch and you're watching a murder live? Ugh. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etat began occurring around the world. War waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. Holy fuck! How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. We learned about that one in Danganronpa 1 as well. Mukuro and Mastermind were part of it. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programs wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. Holy fuck. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold, and it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this was really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who'd enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough, what is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. Fuck off, you did the same thing in the first game. That's the Future Foundation's fault though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This isn't really happening. I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I've noticed something else as well. There are no surveillance cameras. You see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. Well, on one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm gonna do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps. No. That's definitely it. Ooh. Let's go. I was just checking if everything is alright. Again, yes. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit, I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. 5th floor. Phew, that was close, I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? Alright, next. We're still on the 5th floor, huh? I wonder if this door is gonna unlock. Maybe now we can go to the garden? Or 5B? 5B! Oh, it's Fuyuhiko and Monokuma. No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasing well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? I should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise! It's about Ultimate Despair. Huh? Ahem. Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. Yep. Little bitch. A high school girl. Lady Junko Enoshima. Wow. You actually call her Lady Junko? Okay. Junko Enoshima.
Hey.
As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I didn't know what the Ultimate Despairs. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people will join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey.
That holds true for Lady Junko. Oh my god, he does. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power, or echelons, I don't know how to say that. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then what was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? Doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima herself is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. Ow. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy? Final days?
in other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. What? Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students. Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima? Heh, it doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima's already dead. Huh? There it is. Ooh. I was waiting for this bit. Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead?
Huh?
Huh, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. 5C. Huh? Monokuma, you fuck. Bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope Speak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her. She suffered the ultimate punishment!
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
like,
Turns out that killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Speak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Speak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit of being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
so.
Students of Hope Speak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. Very messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. And Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who's our enemy? Junko Enoshima is already dead, and are the rest of the ultimate despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that killing school life. I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hope Speak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this really is an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance camera during the killing school life? Oh, there are the surveillance cameras here. Alright. There she is, people. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna
Oh
do?
well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that? One step at a time! You're getting closer to clearing my character route! You're not making sense again.
Well then.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy! Alright, let's leave. 4th floor? Huh? Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Alright, hey Kane, didn't see you up there. Kane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened? Oh boy, this chapter is awesome. That's all I'm gonna say. But I still prefer chapter 5.
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
It's just my gut! Still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. That's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Alright, so let's see where we... Oh my god, I can even see the map like I used to! That's so weird! Well, that's the principal's office, isn't it? Yep. We're not going there anyways. And yes, I am seeing my pet here. Huh? I'm not even gonna bother. Oh, the music room! Huh? What the hell? This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Actually, two strange things. A hologram and a monument. Looks like it's some sort of monument, but why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the marking engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope Speak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Speak Academy? I'm stupid, guys. And I'm sorry I'm exiting out of the game so many times. I just want to make sure everything's fine, alright? I know people are gonna complain, but apologies. I'm just really paranoid. Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma completely made it up! Alright. Future Foundation's origins. And the hologram. What is this? Words are floating in the air. It's Japanese. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor hopes to speak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Ishima rallying them, in the worst case scenario, we must prevent the repeat of the killing school life. Ah, good job, guys! Also, if they are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. Oh god. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the New World program. Survivors of Hope Speak Academy. 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Whew, the Academy survivors have been headed to the Truth Bullet section. Guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed the Future Foundation is on our side at least. They were founded by the graduates of Homespeak Academy, then took us in to protect us. If that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma. If he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And saying that many times is making me lightheaded. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Oshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Java Lock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. There really is a research facility on this island. There should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. Oh my god. This is just the beginning of Chapter 6, by the way. Well, sort of. We've passed the beginning already, but you get what I'm saying. Also, this block is really unsettling. What's next? Okay, the lounge. Let's go. The teacher's lounge, actually. If I'm not mistaken, there is Monokuma here somewhere. Haha, I saw you! This feels different from a classroom. It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well,
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. The flowers are a bit pixelated, aren't they? But I saw you, fucker.
huh? Are you serious?
Serious? Anyways, that's 4 out of 5. What? There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. Hajime Hinata, Chiaki Nanami, Kazuki Soda, Akane Owari, Sony Nevermind, Peko Pekoyama. It's all our names! Nagito Kameda, Gundam Tanaka, the ultimate imposter! And look, the portrait again. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says Homespeak Academy's founder is Zuru Kamakura? The founder of Homespeak Academy in this name is Zuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery! Look at Hyoko! There's a newspaper poster on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Sayonji is written there. What is this newspaper? What is this? It says Miss Hyoko Sayonji. This can't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, the Hyoko we knew. Aww. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hyoko Sayonji here. Oh, then Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it here for yourself. That's not Hyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man.
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the Sayonji family's only daughter. She doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko. Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. Okay. Wrong thing to notice. Well, actually no, it's not the wrong thing to notice, but still. Wrong reason. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm feeling white.
White! Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? This is the truth. Then the Hyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey,
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
this is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Yoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? So if it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it? I had to open the window. It's so hot today, again. Anyways,
What's going on?
man, what's going on? I better not have anything to do with time travel. Yeah, because time travel is totally not suspicious. Anyways, there's another thing here, a hologram. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. It looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Ooh, everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill him? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all out war. The remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Remnants of despair. I like the truth bullets I'm getting, actually. Okay, with this you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime, you shall now go on to the next stage. Next stage? I'm liking the truth bullets I'm getting. Reserve department. Look, I like these designs specifically. Hope and despair. Alright, here we go. Leave here? Yes. Let me guess, third floor? Yeah. What? Damn it, not again. The hallway is different from last time. I guess when that Flag Monokuma mentioned his raise, I moved to a different hallway than the last. How can he do that? Now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Dude, this is ridiculous! What is this? Look at the walls! This is nothing like Danganronpa 1's... Okay, I see. This is fucked up. So I need to make my way to the... Oh yeah, this is where, I'm not mistaken, this is where Taka was murdered. The art room over there. It's all blocked out! This... Oh my... What the fuck? Did I see that? This is creeping me out. I forgot. Oh! My god! What the fuck? You know, when someone... I'm gonna be honest, the first time I played this, when I played this blind, I was like, yo, I just passed through chapter 5, let's pass the game, I don't care at this point. And I was like, I was not fazed by anything because I was crying myself to sleep, well, sort of, because of Chiaki's death. But now that I'm a bit more used to it still hurts, but I'm still a bit more used to it. This shit is creepy! What? You notice the little details more when you play a game a second time. The table is floating. And the balls are floating as well. There's a billiard table, dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. Oh, a file. It's a file with Hope's Peak Academy seal on it. It says confidential. That means it is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? If obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions in intricate order. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word True Hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation plan was created for the sake of birthing True Hope. Hope Streak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True Hope, huh? Like something like the ultimate hope? This song is still awesome. Another hologram. This hologram again. What's this one say? Looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Alright. Okay. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? And why is this happening? The Future Foundation was protecting us. Why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey!
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clues, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. This true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Well, let's go back. The second floor. Let's move on. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this place? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. The whole floor is upside down. I'm not imagining this, right? What the fuck is wrong?
It smells...
It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Anna is twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my
You're
gut feeling.
definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see, my gut feeling is... They're both!
Yo,
He's right, they're both. Both? What do you mean?
you.
I don't know any details, it's just my gut after all. Oh, that's true, I guess. This song is bringing up really bad memories. You guys don't understand my pain. I mean, I get that most of you probably do understand my pain at this point. Anyways, the library. This part is awesome, actually. What the fuck? The library is all low polygons. It's supposed to be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. There it is. A hologram. That's where the laptop with Alter Ego was in Danganronpa 1, but anyways. This hologram again. It must be another of the one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi! Huh! Who knew? Look who's mentioned in this! It's Mr. Ultimate Hope! Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep those people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope, to the world. The six of you, the survivors, joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with you with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Makoto, my boy! It's about damn time that the right reference to you is made. Alright, let's go. I think the last one is, yeah, Classroom 2B. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be a hidden Monokuma here as well. The final one. Ugh, the song. Oh god. Wait, this, what, huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room? There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in the laundry room. Where is it? There it is. Found you, fucker.
No.
That's 5 out of 5. Chapter 6 is complete. This would have been a perfect Hidden Monokuma collecting Let's Play if I didn't fuck up at the beginning, right? Speaking of that, yeah, this is still recording, I'm sorry. Tablet PC, this is the only thing to examine here, I think. This looks like a tablet computer. Looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Alright. Top secret, Neo World program. Huh? Neo World program? This world, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. Psychotherapeutic, right? From therapy? Yeah, makes sense. The New World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the New World program, individuals such as the ultimate programmer, the ultimate neurologist, and the ultimate therapist. We know who the ultimate programmer is, don't we? We're among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the New World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the New World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. Holy shit! So, we are in the Matrix! However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Hajime's gonna freak out. Yep, slowly everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Yep. I'm not gonna scream because I live in an apartment and also my microphone wouldn't handle it. I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice.
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too? And now, everything. Everything. Oh god. Please stop. I dislike that.
Hiya.
What? Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the Killing Skull trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You were speaking literally? You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Throbbing? Look forward to it. I've already broken. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... Oh, not this music again. Oh my god, I can't see shit. I can't see shit, Captain. That's the stairs. Oh god, stop. Let's save before I get lost in this shit. I need to go. I need to go to a classroom. Come on. Hey, Sonia.
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? Huh?
Oh my.
Huh? I'm not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? Are you alright, Sonia? I'm pretty sure everyone is descending into insanity at this point. The door is still locked, but apparently we have to enter it after this. Huh? Is that Monokuma? The moment you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. What the fuck is happening? Classroom 1B. This is where we're gonna. Oh yes. Mono. Nice. I know what that is. Programming language. Big object. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? The moment I looked at that object. Come on. There it is! Welcome to the New World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego! It's back! That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk. Alter Ego is back! Fujisaki Chihiro, there it is! Where are you? Alter Ego Artificial Intelligence Program? And the spirit of Chihiro strikes. I am the master program behind the New World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on! My brain can follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. I mean, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. Sorry. It's like I can't feel my feet out of the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the New World program? The New World program has submitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears this place is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you, too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems that the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry. I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the New World program. No, Alter Ego, don't be like that. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the New World program used for in the first place? The New World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? The fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the New World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Putting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the New World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. Isami and Chiaki. That makes sense. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher's properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The New World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. He's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, he. It sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. It wasn't the Future Foundation. Bow down to your god, Chihiro Fujisaki. I can tell that by just by communicating with her. Which means the supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like him? Come on, it's him! No, I'm gonna read it. Just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating. But as I was saying, if it is Usami and Chiaki, that would explain that line Chiaki said at the end of the class trial. Perhaps we inherited this kindness from our dad and big brother. Because if she's an observer, she's not... Anyways, as I was saying, Alter Ego would be her big brother and Chihiro her father. That would make sense. How did that virus infect the New World program? The New World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded into the main computer where the New World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Futures Foundation's facility, but the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Futures Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Huh? What? Did you just say that? Huh? He did just say that. There it is. Observers have been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. New World program has been updated. Ah, but... The music is called Alter Ego of the New World. It's amazing. It's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it, but I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit too. A limit? It took over an observer, then it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey!
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you! Is that a Deus Ex Machina reference? If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. It's so it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm... what the fuck has happened? The paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and... what the fuck? Accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world is a situation from the context invites your... Death. What the shit is happening? Hey? Death. Oh my god, that's creepy. Change me back, please. What is happening? I would recognize that silhouette anywhere. What the heck? What just happened? Oh, we're about to have a conversation between two characters with my normal voice. You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe you can't hear my voice from this side. I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, this video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The New World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person has created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Because who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Oh, I think he's our ally. Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the New World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. And it's just not the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037? Yeah. 11037, that's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase the password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Yep. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Miss Mizono. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there, because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In the worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of a teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys it's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half of the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number as death. And he's gone. Death. Monokuma's just like,
Say what?
what was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing, really. I see.
Anyway.
Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. It's that if that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad for if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do your best, huh? Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? Everything was a lie. And isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't it all be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? 11037 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. The shutdown sequence has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Oh, we're exiting. Oh, it didn't do a weird... Huh? It's time. It's time, boys!
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
This is from Danganronpa 1.
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam.
They reused the voice clips from Danganronpa 1. Are you kidding me?
Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy.
Oh god, that's weird.
See you soon.
A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. Just need to focus on that. Alright, so I need... There it is. Just like before. Just like a long time ago. Actually, it was kind of like 4 months ago. But anyways... He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Here we go. Oh god. Huh? Oh, I can't move the camera. Okay then, I guess we're going. Come on. Just go, Hajime, just go. Don't look back. We're here. Class trial ground 1. This place. Everyone's here. Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
Seems that this is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is... Is this a trial field? Why is it a trial field? It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
Hey, it seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up until now.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome!
So you finally arrived! Congratulations, you guys are the first ones ever to beat this game! After stopping by Hope Street Academy, you finally come back to this place! To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island! We can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. From before! This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original!
Hey,
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right? Of course, if that's what you guys decide! And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Ahem! Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up until now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then,
And the result is based on a majority vote. Ahem! If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
no.
Oh, you can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't been firmed, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh currents.
Shut up!
Shut up! Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
Rude. My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
damn it.
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Well,
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way!
But you don't have to worry, there's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. Doing it because it's how it has to be doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about? Anyway, if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to, even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there we move on to the graduation program. But why do we even have to go through something like something so dumb? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
that is...
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know.
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
Pissed me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump comment?
Can't ignore that.
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories. Oh? Here we go. And I think this is it. This is the end. I'm not sure. Let's save and see what happens. Yep, this is the end. Oh boy! Chapter 6 is reaching a climax. And the next recording session I have will be to finish the game. It's incredible. I'll probably take like 3 hours to finish it, which I'm not looking forward to. Anyways guys, that'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel. And if you want to be notified of future uploads like this one, hit the little bell. You know what to do. Also, if you want to join my Discord server, link is also in the description below. Guys, until next time, peace.